I am going to teach you how to make al pastor. Al pastor is a marinade that we usually in Mexico use with pork meat, but it has now become so popular. It starts off with chiles, and I have these chiles here. We have chile ancho, chile pasilla, chile guajillo, chile de árbol, chile cascabel. I'm going to devein these, so we destem them and take the seeds out. This is gonna avoid the sauce from being extra spicy. This is a rattle chile. It's called cascabel, which is a rattle, because it rattles. I would not recommend that you give it to your baby, but it is a really nice rattle. But your hands will be very, very, very dangerously spicy if you touch this. The name comes from how they look, right? Pasilla, it's like a raisin. So I am gonna swap this for a set of chiles that have already been destemmed, and I'm gonna put them in the comal that has already been heated, and I'm gonna toast them for a little bit as the base for our al pastor sauce. And I'm just gonna leave it a little bit over the comal. The toasting of the chiles allows for them not to be rubbery, so it's gonna be easier to grind them. I am using a comal. If you don't have a comal, you can use a regular pan. I'm gonna liberate the aromas, and you wanna make them less rubbery. The ancho actually can take more, so I'm gonna leave that one to the end. Then we're gonna open our blender. Here we go. Okay, we're gonna put all our chiles. I'm gonna put the whole tomato. I'm not even gonna bother taking out the core. These are all the ingredients. You have them on the list. And it's a very straightforward marinade that we use for everything. Just make sure the garlic isn't in huge pieces. Then I'm gonna take out a few of the seeds. So al pastor is a recipe that is very typical of Mexico City, but it actually comes from the meat being roasted on a spit and a marinade that uses ingredients from the southeast of Mexico. I'm gonna put a little bit of the orange juice in the achiote paste just so that it dissolves a little bit better. I'm just gonna let it sit there for a little bit. So what I'm giving you is a proportion that is easy to make at home and that you can keep at home and that you can make sure to finish at home. It has this little tangy orange that dissolves the annatto, the achiote paste. I put cumin, I put oregano, I put a little bit of salt, I put the chiles that you saw, and this orange juice. I'm just squeezing these oranges as we go because I'm just using one of them. And it has garlic, onion, tomato, a little bit of grapeseed oil just to give it some unctuosity. You want it to be nice and smooth so you can rub it on meat or you can rub it on fish. We're gonna make our tacos al pastor with pork shoulder. And I'll show you, it's the simplest thing to marinate these. Everything is in the blender, and I'm gonna start blending it. A really good blender is basic for the chiles. We've just attained a really lovely, silky sauce. You can smell the acidity of the onion, the garlic, the orange, blended with the achiote, which gives it the color, and the chiles. You want the chiles to be disintegrated. You want the chiles to be you want it to be as smooth as possible. Whatever meat you use is very well marinated in this sauce. You want all of the meat or all of the vegetables to really get that acidity, get that flavor, the smokiness of the chiles. So I usually leave meat, especially, at least 24 hours in the fridge, and you just let it sit, make sure that it's well mixed. I'm gonna take about 3 tablespoons from here. I'm just gonna marinate this in this sauce. And we're gonna keep the rest of the sauce. We're gonna put this in the fridge, and we're gonna store the rest of the sauce, the remaining sauce, for other recipes. The staple of al pastor is pineapple. of all things, pineapple. They use a pineapple to put at the top and at the bottom of the spit. So the flavor of the pineapple, sort of the juices of the pineapple make the meat a little bit sweet. And for home use, and even at the restaurant, when you don't have a spit, what you can do is just cook the pineapple with a little bit of butter and salt. This is a huge pineapple. So what I would do is I would cut the edge of it, and then I'm gonna cut through the peel of it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it in half. And you, as I said, you do need a sharp knife because otherwise you'll go astray. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reserve this for later. And I'm gonna cut. When I'm cutting pineapple, I like to cut it lengthwise because then you get the sweetest part and the part that isn't as sweet. In the case of this recipe, we're gonna use just a little bit for the quantity of pork that we have. I'm gonna take out the heart, the central part, which is tougher. You don't want that in the concoction that we're preparing. Triangles of pineapple. And if you get a little bit of a dark part, I would take it out just so that you get nice, clean pieces. I am gonna put a little bit of butter in the pan. I want the butter to give the pineapple a little bit of the fat that it usually has, because the way that you eat an al pastor is you put a tortilla, and then you put the meat, and then you put a slice or a little piece of the pineapple. But the pineapple is usually already, it has the fat of the meat. So butter is a good alternative for it. And I add butter, a little bit of salt, and that is it. Pinch of salt. So this is gonna cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And once this is ready, and the pineapple is cooked and softened, and the butter is really in there, we can add it to our al pastor preparation. Here we have our pineapple that has reduced and gotten really, really yellow. We're gonna salt our meat a little bit more because what I put in the marinade was very little salt. And it actually takes about 1 tablespoon of salt. And the only thing I did was 2 pinches. So I'm gonna mix it up again. The reason I put the salt at the end is so that the meat doesn't lose its liquid. If you salt it too much at the beginning when you let it marinate, it's gonna brine it more than just marinate it. It's gonna take a lot of the liquid out of the meat. So I want it to be nice and moist. I am gonna mix it up. And you can do it with your hands, it's just they're gonna get really red and the achiote gets under your nails, and I prefer not to have that happen. Heat the pan, put the oil, make sure that the oil does not burn. The grapeseed oil has a high smoke point, but you don't wanna overdo it. So as soon as you know that the pan is hot and you can see that the oil is sort of spreading around, you put your meat in. I am cooking this meat at a medium-high level. I usually use a pan that's thicker. I like cooking meat in a pan that is thicker. This is a fast cook because the pork is already sliced thin, so you don't need a lot of heat to make it all be cooked through. You do want pork to be cooked through. I am gonna turn this off because it's ready. So I've cooked the pork for about 7 minutes. You don't wanna overcook it because if you overcook it, it's gonna get tough. So we're almost ready to plate. We're gonna let it sit for a minute while I heat the tortillas, and then we're gonna plate our delicious tacos. So the comal is just heated. It's the same comal that we made the tortillas on. You don't add oil, you don't add anything, you don't need to. We're adding a little bit of the meat on each taco. I like to put enough meat that you have a bite in each bite. I'm gonna put a little bit of the pineapple on each taco. I would put about 3 pieces on each. And then we're gonna add cilantro and onion. And cilantro and onion are a staple of Mexican street food for sure. We're gonna serve it with our salsa verde cruda, which is a raw green sauce. And we're gonna accompany it with some lime. Usually I like to put sauce on the side so that everybody decides how much sauce to put on their taco. I am choosing the salsa verde cruda for this al pastor recipe because it adds freshness. It's really sort of vibrant and intense, but not heavy, which really balances the meat. So here we go. It's gonna be a very good bite. The only rule for eating a taco is that once you have it ready, you don't put it down. You just finish it. As long as the tortilla is good, go ahead and experiment.